New this morning, the federal government says rapper Pooh Shiesty is simply too dangerous to be out on bond. The rapper's real name is Lontrell Williams Jr. He is asking to be released on bond ahead of his trial. You may remember he and 8 other men, including his father, are accused in the January robbing and kidnapping of his record label owner, Gucci Mane. The other defendants, including Shiesty's father and rapper Big 30, they're already out on bond, but here's this new filing. Prosecutors argue Shiesty should not be allowed out.
This is the reality of crashing out at the height of your career. While the rest of the crew, including his father and Big 30, are walking out of federal custody on home detention, Pooh Shiesty's legal team just hit a massive brick wall. They filed a motion for his release, hoping for the same treatment, but the feds didn't just say no, they dropped a 65-page masterclass on why Lontrell Williams Jr. is staying exactly where he is. Here's the breakdown of why the feds say Pooh Shiesty is far too dangerous to ever see the light of day before his trial. One of the most shocking revelations in these new filings involves how Shiesty was moving while already on federal home confinement. It turns out he wasn't just sneaking out, he allegedly had help from the inside. According to the feds, Shiesty was in an inappropriate relationship with a VA case supervisor. This employee was reportedly entering fake day passes into the system, giving Shiesty legal cover to be at unapproved locations. On the very day of the alleged Gucci Mane kidnapping, this employee entered 3 separate passes and contacted Shiesty 19 times. That employee has since been fired, and it completely nukes the defense's argument that he followed all the rules on his monitor. He wasn't following the rules, he was allegedly bribing or manipulating the person in charge of them. For months, the narrative from Shiesty's camp was that the case was weak, no guns recovered, no jewelry found, and no video. The feds just debunked all of that. They claim they have 1. Surveillance video, actual footage of the incident at the Dallas recording studio. 2. The release paperwork, a document Shiesty's dad allegedly printed at a Staples hours before the crime, which they tried to force Gucci Mane to sign at gunpoint to release Shiesty from his contract. 3. The smoking gun video. Ironically, Big 30 allegedly recorded a video of Gucci being forced to announce Shiesty was free from his label. Even though there were attempts to destroy the phone, the feds recovered the footage. 4. Encrypted messages. They've pulled signal messages where Shiesty allegedly sent a call to arms to members of the Choppa Gang, a subset of the Grape Street Crips, to orchestrate the hit. The defense tried to claim that the case rested solely on Gucci Mane and that Gucci had recanted his story. The feds called total bluff on that. They stated they re-interviewed all 5 victims and witnesses as recently as April, and every single one of them reaffirmed their story. Far from recanting, Gucci Mane even dropped a diss track calling the situation out. Perhaps the most damaging piece of evidence against his release is a letter from one of the victims, a retired police officer working security for Gucci. He wrote a heartfelt letter to the judge, begging them to keep Shiesty locked up. He explained that Shiesty knew he was ex-law enforcement and didn't care, pointing a gun at him anyway. He spoke about the trauma his family is facing, constantly watching the street for retaliation, and how he can't even let his kids play outside because of the Choppa Gang influence. A pattern of violence. The feds laid out Shiesty's resume, and it's a nightmare for any defense attorney. 2019, found with a Glock and a 50-round drum magazine. 2020, allegedly throwing fireworks at a gas station before an associate shot at the building. The McLaren robbery, the infamous incident where Shiesty allegedly shot a man with a Draco over a high-end sneaker/drug deal gone wrong. The club shooting, shooting a security guard in the leg at a club in Miami while out on bond. The bottom line. The feds are painting a picture of a man who views court orders as suggestions and uses his fame to fuel a 100-man gang. While the fans are screaming, "Free Shiesty," the legal reality is looking grim. When you move like a GTA character in real life, the system eventually runs out of second chances. Between the 5 witnesses, the recovered video, and the compromised VA employee, Pooh Shiesty isn't just looking at a denied bond. He's looking at the very real possibility of spending the next decade or 2 behind a federal fence. Street credit might feel good in the booth, but it's a heavy liability in a courtroom. As it stands, the Big Shiesty era might be on a very long hiatus.